Dr. Christian Bolden, a recognized authority on the organizational and social structure of gangs and human trafficking, is an associate professor and acting chair of criminology and justice at Loyola University in New Orleans. Christian was one of 3 siblings who were raised in the San Antonio suburbs of Kirby and Converse. He remembers the family struggling at times to make ends meet. Hard to believe, looking into the smiling eyes of this young boy, but circumstances would turn Bolden's life down a path leading to juvenile delinquency. At 14, he was a member of a street gang, he says, with no hope for a real future. By 17, he was serving time as an adult in the Texas criminal justice system. Things couldn't be any worse, but then they started to get better. He left the gang, began focusing on self-improvement. He earned an associate's degree. But when Bolden was released from prison, he found that his criminal record precluded any chance for a real job with a real future. The solution was to continue his education, so he enrolled at Texas State University because, he says, it was one of the few places that would give him a chance. He says his focus was pretty much exclusively on academics, no time for distractions. He excelled in his major, sociology, joining the Alpha Kappa Delta Honor Society, becoming president. He was awarded the Clarence Schulz Scholarship for the most promising sociology student. Christian says he found the sociology department always nurturing, challenging, never judgmental. Still, when he graduated with his B.S. in applied sociology, he says the work world was still leery of his troubled past, so he turned around and dove back into the master's program. When one of the sociology faculty members lost a battle with cancer, Bolden, as the only graduate student in criminology at the time, was recruited to take over the class for the remainder of the semester, and he found he loved being a teacher. Dr. Susan Day, chair of the sociology department at the time, called him in to tell him he needed to pursue a Ph.D., which she said would open the doors that had been closed to him up to that point. To achieve his doctorate, Bolden enrolled at the University of Central Florida, where he was chosen to be one of 10 young scholars to study with some of the world's leading authorities on criminal gangs. For his dissertation, he interviewed 48 gang members in San Antonio and Orlando. With his Ph.D. in hand, he was then selected by the FBI to be a futurist in residence at its behavioral science unit, researching gangs, terrorism, and the future of crime. Other career high points include being on a research team studying human trafficking victimization among homeless youth in New Orleans. The study gained national attention, ultimately resulting in a grant to expand the study to 10 North American cities. He was featured in an episode of the program Gangsters on the Real TV channel about the Harvey Hustlers gang in the New Orleans area. In the spring of 2019, he received the Graduate Alumni Award from the Sociology Department at Texas State. His book, Out of the Red, My Life of Gangs, Prison, and Redemption, published last year, has won the Tannenbaum Outstanding Book Award from the American Society of Criminology and has been featured in print and broadcast media. The redemptive and inspiring arc of Christian's story includes marrying fellow criminologist Dr. Ray Taylor, who studies domestic violence. Although the wedding was supposed to be a low-key ceremony with a few close friends, he surprised his bride with a large reception afterwards. But Christian says his friends in turn surprised him by making it a prom-themed party to make up for the fact that he had never made it to his own high school prom. On August 1st, 2018, a baby boy, Julian, was born. Being a father, says Christian, has been more rewarding than he could ever have imagined. After many years of working his way out of hardship, his personal and professional dreams have come true. The Texas State University College of Liberal Arts is pleased to confer on Dr. Christian Bolden its Distinguished Alumni Achievement Award for the year 2021.